Hey, it's Double Issue. This is Quentin. I'm joined here with
Daniel Poole.
and
Whoa, Wacky Josh!
we're here to deliver you a special bonus episode of Double Issue.
Sorry, you guys set it up. I had to pay it off.
Wacky!
Wacky.
Yep, this is a bonus episode
Oh, you're
delivered
recording?
straight to your ears. Yeah, I'm recording. This is all gold.
No,
We're doing it live.
I don't like. Look at how much it spiked when I said
I'm gonna
wacky.
have to go correct that.
We're talking about the League of Elemental Animals.
Okay, we could drop the...
Drop what?
This one, we're gonna talk about the roster of the League of Elemental Animals.
Yeah.
So the League of Elemental Animals has had a sordid past, and there have been many members. We have already uncovered a few members. Aqualion, Boulder Shark, Sky Badger. Is that it?
No,
Did we say Firecat?
I just remembered I had a whole thing about Firecat.
oh yeah.
I thought there was a Firecat.
I don't think it was
No,
discussed
no,
on the
not-
show.
There was a Fire Tiger. Was
Oh,
the nemesis
Fire
of
Tiger.
Aqualine, but I made up a Firecat, and he had a theme song.
Was Fire Tiger a former member? Like, he abandoned the group and became a villain?
Sure,
Okay, seems appropriate. Since
he did now.
Okay. Anyway, Firecat. You had a theme song for Firecat?
Yeah.
What was it?
And I was like, Firecat. Whoa, Firecat. Whoa. Some say he's made of oil. Others say of gas. Either way, he'll make you into ash. Or maybe he'll turn criminals to ash.
There you go.
Either way, he'll turn criminals to ash. I'm surprised I remembered the first bit.
Whoa!
No, not that bit. Some say he's made of oil, others say of gas. But yeah, that's somewhere in some notebook.
So, those were the ones that you've mentioned before.
Yeah. So let's fill out some of the other roster. There are a ton of members.
Yeah.
This is like that scene in Justice League Unlimited where
This
they
is-
show all of the heroes ever.
Or it's like the Too Many Cooks intro, where it just keeps going. So, the rest of the League of Elemental Animals.
Do you think Mittens was ever on the league as Chaos Cat?
Ooh, Chaos can be an element. Yeah.
Secret fifth character who joins the roster? Because there's only ever 4 at one time, right?
I don't know.
No.
No. I mean, you just
There,
can't.
there are different phases of the League of Elemental Animals. I think at one point you could fill out a form and mail it in. Just say what element you are, what animal you are, send it in, and you can get a certificate and a little thing. And probably pay a fee just to cover the cost of shipping and a little certificate that says you're a member of the League of Elemental Animals, maybe like a little badge or something.
So, real question. Are these all
That was a
legit-
real thing, though.
Well, yeah, I know. But, like, are these all legit animals? Or are they, like, some of them people who just, like, have, like,
Oh yeah, no,
spirit
no.
animal type?
Yeah, they don't have to be an animal.
Okay.
I mean, Aqualine isn't a lion.
Okay, that was part of the confusion that I had at one point, because I thought the League of Elemental Animals would be all animals.
And that mail-in phase, probably not all of them were elemental.
Oh. It's like
You could just fill out whatever.
iron. I'm
Iron Man.
My animal is man, and my element is iron. It
No,
works.
that's from the Josh Freeman double issue universe.
His famous character Iron Man.
I like that that's now in our multiverse. This really crappy knockoff
It's
superhero universe?
That Iron Man has two N's at the end.
No, it's just F.E. Man.
Oh.
F.E.
man.
in a box, man.
Yeah.
Or it's ERON.
Iron Man.
Electronic Ron.
Dirt Dog is definitely
Okay.
Dirt Dog.
Can you give a little bit?
I mean, he digs holes in the dirt. He is a dog.
Oh, he's just a dog.
He is a dog.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this one was someone's pet, and they were like, "I want my pet to be a member of the League of Elemental
So he's
Animals."
from the mail-in phase.
Yeah.
There's, of course, Airwolf, who only ever flew a helicopter, and his secret identity was being a TV show helicopter.
It's like Knight Rider.
There's a real show called Airwolf.
Okay. That reference just flew over our heads.
When
You're all too young for that.
Okay, yeah.
At
Airwolf,
first-
helicopter man, all right.
at first I thought you were making an Air Bud reference. Like, there's Air Bud.
We don't want this to veer too far into like a league of super pets, because that is another separate entity.
Yeah.
I mean, Airwolf is an actual helicopter.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
No, but the reason why they had the strict policy with Aqualion and there couldn't be two water characters is like the feedback of that very open period. A new leader came in and was like, no, this needs to be a legitimate organization.
Yeah.
So they went too far.
Okay. So, Aqualion, like, Aqualion was already, like, old in the whatever time point that...
Yeah.
And this was a flashback to Cuphand's origins.
Well, as a villain, because he was a hero before.
Well, origins as a villain, yeah.
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 But, like, so the League of Elemental Animals has been around for a long time.
Oh, yeah. Like,
I mean, I think their golden age was, the 60s.
Was that the mail-in time?
I don't know. I think they've just always been around.
Yeah. I think the founding members would be, like, simple stuff like Water Bear.
Yeah. Maybe Firecat in there.
Now, Water Bear, though, he is a tardigrade, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I mean.
He's got the powers of a tardigrade.
Yeah.
Oh.
Super strength.
I was hoping
Very
he
resilient.
was a tardigrade that was just man-sized.
No. Like, he took on the name Water Bear because of his characteristics of a tardigrade.
He got bitten by a radioactive tardigrade.
Yeah. And then after he identified, like, he got together with other people that had elemental animal names, and then they founded the group.
Yeah.
But it was originally his Water Bear name had nothing to do with being literally water and bear.
That sounds good.
Okay. Water Bear, Firecat. What else?
Lightning Hawk.
Yeah. Lightning Hawk.
Wait, is Thunderhawk a thing? Thunderbird is a thing.
Thunderbird.
Lightning Hawk is fine then.
What other elements are there? Like,
Anything can be an element.
well, yeah, but like traditional, typical elements like water, fire, lightning,
Air, heart.
air. Heart. Heart isn't. I mean, if we're going Captain America, yeah.
I
or
think
not Captain
you can
America,
go
Captain
any,
Planet.
like you can go, like Shadow something.
Shadow. You said chaos earlier. Yeah.
Radioactive.
Okay.
Element is very broad.
Yeah. I just figured, like, as far as founding members, it probably wouldn't be as broad.
The atomic butterfly.
Oh, the atomic butterfly was absolutely a member at some point.
Maybe this is the part of the founding members, and they were a creation of the atom bomb.
Oh, there you go.
But I also, like, it's not necessarily, like, since you said the elements are more open, and if they're a result of, like, atom bomb stuff, that could be, like, periodic table of elements. Like, that's their inspiration, the elements, elemental animals.
Uranium rhino. Magnum mouse. Magma mouse.
Ooh, magma mouse.
Oh,
Yeah.
like that.
It's like wearing a little mouse suit. He's just running around. and then he just like squeaks and then just lava. I guess he has to. He has more power under the ground, and he has to like try to draw people down to the magma because once it reaches the surface, it's all on lava seahorse's table.
I don't want to like. Gotta be a pig. It's a pig or a hog of some type. I'm trying to leave the elements up to use so that
Claymare.
Claymare. Oh,
There you go. What's their power?
it's like a horse.
Yeah.
Mare.
Horse inspired.
Yeah. I'm just trying not to.
Some of them
be
don't even
illiterate.
have, like, their costume is, like, they had fire powers and
Yeah.
they themed around.
They just need an animal.
whatever,
If
a cat.
If they aspire to be in this league, they just got to pick an animal.
Yeah. Or they just, like, love cats. What if Spider-Man didn't get bit by a radioactive spider, but if enough of his powers were spider-esque? Like, I can climb up buildings. Spider-Man, I guess.
So, Spider-Man. Or rather, Liquid Spider.
Okay. Liquid spider.
I think there's at least one that takes the ancient Greek version of the elements. And so they're like geometric man, like the ideal forms of elements. No, that didn't work out. Never mind. Scratch that idea.
Nope, it's
I
in.
just don't know enough of what you're talking about.
Don't know about Airwolf? You don't know about ancient Greek elementals?
Ether.
I want to go back to liquid spider for a second.
Okay.
What are they about?
Just
Are they a spider that crawls across water?
They're not all animals.
yeah, they're not animals.
I mean, that's like
I
his
mean-
his imagery.
Oh,
It's like
but that's a water spider.
And that's not technically a spider.
that's true.
He's not technically a spider. I'm imagining him right now as a like T1000,
Oh,
like liquid.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah. I think that's it. I
And
think it's just
his go-to-
he can liquefy himself.
his
into
go-to
other
thing is
forms.
to turn into a bunch of spiders.
Yeah.
a flood of spiders.
Oh,
I mean,
Literally.
I don't like that he would be like metal like T1000.
well,
but,
it
like,
doesn't
yeah.
have to be.
So
He can be any. What if he touches a liquid and he can become that liquid?
Oh,
Like the last liquid he touched.
so most of the time it's gonna be water.
Yeah.
Okay, so personal question for Liquid Spider.
I think we all know where that question was going. And if you didn't, you'll know one day, I guess. Here's an ad, so you don't have to hear that.
All right, guys. So we need to record this promo for the Nerd Cult.
Well, we should probably mention that we're a podcast.
Be sure to say, though, that we talk about all things video games, movies, TV, tabletop games, comics, anime, manga, all that stuff. And then Brock should throw out some basic info, like how you can find us at nerdcultspodcast.com, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Player.fm, Stitcher, TuneIn, and YouTube, and how we're on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr.
Hey, wait, whoa, hey, I'm writing all this down. Should we tell them we have no idea what we're doing most of the time?
Why would we tell them that?
Good point. But maybe you should finish it off by letting everyone know that we release episodes every 2 weeks on Tuesdays.
Wait a second. Have we been recording this whole time?
He doesn't produce any liquids of his own.
Oh,
All of the liquids in his body are the last liquid that he touched.
The humidity's too high. I'm always water now.
I mean, it has to be like a liquid. Like, he doesn't produce any liquids from his own body, and nothing condenses from gas to liquid on him. So he has to actually like touch a liquid to come in contact with one.
Do you think for a bit he was like, spiders, I'm done with that. Snakes.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So he named himself Solid Snake.
He tried to distance himself from being liquid also, but then he realized that that's kind of his powers, so he tried to make himself solid. It didn't work. Man, that's liquid spider.
Okay.
I think he fights Boilerplate, and he keeps trying to like boil him to death.
His ending is he just evaporates.
Yeah.
Can't stay liquid for too long.
Like, he existed, he got the powers, and slowly throughout his run, it was less and less. And the final final panels of him is just a small spider walking away, and we don't know what happened with him.
That one spider's probably gonna evaporate.
It makes it to the ocean. Now the entire ocean is liquid spider.
It's been liquid spider for a while.
But he's too big to have like any control over his consciousness anymore. So he's just an ocean
Of spiders.
That's sad. So if you're ever near an ocean and a wave comes in and it goes out, and for a second you go, was that a spider? Quite possibly. It was.
Man, I gotta distance myself from alliteration because I'm like, I need a pig or a hog, like petroleum pig.
He's an Oklahoma
Heat
hero?
hog.
This petroleum hero, like...
Oh,
the president.
heat hog is a good one because they hog all the heat. So actually,
They're cold.
they make everyone cold.
Yeah, heat hog.
Okay. Nailed another one. What are you going to say about petroleum pig?
I was going to say they're going to pick Petroleum Pig to be the next president of a major Oklahoma university.
Oh yeah, ether. Some animal to go with ether.
Ether.
Ether worm.
Ether worm.
Ether worm Jim.
Yeah, that sounds like a new hero. Completely
Ether
new.
worm Jim. I mean, the guy's name is Jim. He goes by ether worm. What are his powers?
Could he temporarily like teleport or become ether?
Yeah, I think the way I think teleportation is his power, and the way that he does it, it looks like he's like shrinking down into a worm and like going into a hole, and he comes out the other side in the same way. So it looks like a worm doing like into and out of a wormhole.
Into a wormhole.
Yeah.
But the true mechanics behind it is he uses wormholes. The other kind.
Yeah.
Real ones in the ground.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It's ether worm. Real name Jim McGinnis.
Jim Starbly.
Sturbly. I gave a real last name. You gave Sturbly.
Yeah. Jim Sturbly.
Okay.
It's a real last name.
Jim Sturbly.
I could Google it.
Okay.
I just Googled it.
Sturbly, yeah.
Yeah, Jim Sturbly, and it only has one result of a real person, and you can't use names that are less than 5 people have them.
Oh, okay. So
Without it being, like, he could sue. Jim Sturbly could sue us.
Okay, so Jim McGinnis it is.
Let's take our chances.
Okay.
Come at us, Jim Sturbly.
Good call. Good call.
Screw Jim Sturbly.
What about Mr. Glass?
That
What-
one we
what
might
is his
actually have
animal?
a fight for.
Mr.
See, then I think we could do Mr. Mister. His element is Mister, and his animal is also Mister.
I think during the mail-in period, we got a lot of people.
Real bad ones.
Mr. Whatever.
If you'd like,
There's a number of people who are like, my animal is human. I'm human. My animal is human. Human. Fire human.
if you would like a certificate for your own animal persona on the League of Elemental Animals, mail in checks to made out to double issue.
Yeah.
Kate does have a PO box if we really do want to have people mail stuff to us.
Oh yeah, like I'll do some cool. I'll figure out how to make legit looking certificates for people if we get anyone interested in having an official certificate for their League of Elemental Animal membership.
Oh, I was gonna say I've thought about it more, and I think Volcano Seahorse has some. I think it's got some room. Because instead of babies coming out of the pouch, it's just lava.
So it's Volcano Seahorse.
Yeah.
Not just Lava Seahorse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm good with it. A penguin whose element is not ice. What's a good... Not fire or ice, because those are like 2 on the nose and 2 on the nose.
About cheese penguin.
Cheese penguin.
Like a macaroni.
Yeah.
Those old 90s macaroni commercials where all like they're swimming through the cheese. That's this penguin.
Yeah.
So if there's ever a situation where there's like a breach in cheese pouring out of the city, he could swim through it.
I think this is...
I'm here.
No, I think this is one of those situations where someone has cheese powers, but they were like, I don't want to like be cheese man. I identify more with penguins. I like penguins.
I think Cheese Penguin was a direct response to a villain that came about first, creating all this cheese.
And people hated him because months after he attacked, everything stunk.
I don't know what this character's name was, but they were dangerously cheesy.
Yeah. Okay, I got an animal. Light zebra.
Ooh.
Controls light and darkness, but can only alternate their powers back and forth. If they do a light power, the next power has to be a dark power.
Yeah.
I just thought of a real good one. Glass shark. Completely original. It's never been on any other podcast before. I'm sure I've checked them all. And, he just hides in pools to eat villains that fall in.
Dark panda has almost the same powers as light zebra.
All right. Is that a villain or?
No, I mean, they're like, oh, I have that same power, but I don't like zebras, I like pandas.
I don't like light, I like dark.
Yeah.
Shadow piranha. Because the only thing worse than a piranha is not knowing where the piranha is.
Also, it's not in the water.
Yeah, it's just a guy running around in a piranha suit. But, it's grossly accurate. So it's just legs coming out from underneath a piranha suit.
Twilight penguin has the same powers.
No. Because Twilight doesn't mean that.
No. There's not a word that's half between light and dark.
Gray penguin.
Gray, gray penguin. Like gray isn't an element.
Overcast. Penguin.
No, we already have cheese penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think they had the rule of can't double up on elements, but also can't double up on animals? Everyone has to have
Completely unique.
both.
Yeah, maybe. In some ways, I think that was a darker time for the League of Elemental Animals than letting anyone in.
Yeah. Especially since they chose specific, from their mail-in period, they chose to legitimize some of them as official members, and some were just like, oh, these were the throwaways. And they stuck with all of the ones that they legitimized. You couldn't double up on those either.
Dang, there's probably a League of Elemental Villains.
Yeah,
the rejects. They're like, we're not good enough for your group. Well, now we're evil.
yeah.
Suddenly.
That's part of where Fire Tiger came from.
I just thought of a really good villain for that group, and it's Rainbow Bat. And he can create dazzling rainbows, but he's also absolutely blind in bright light. So anytime he uses his power, he can't see anything.
So, got any last minute ones?
Cyber Unicorn.
Okay.
Oh, cyber's definitely an element. Percussion.
Okay. Not in.
Percussion.
Percussion. I freeze halfway through because I'm like, don't alliterate, damn it. It's not percussion pig.
Percussion Mosquito, because he's drumming up blood. No.
Shadow T-Rex.
Ooh.
Yeah, a few shadows, but yeah. Shadow T-Rex is also scary.
Shade T-Rex.
I don't know.
He's just always throwing shade.
I just figured we wouldn't go through the trouble of mentioning all of the delegitimized ones that have duplicate names.
Percussion Primate.
Percussion primate. We're sticking with alliteration. Those work.
It's got bongos. It's like
He's
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong jungle beat. That's his whole power set. He just plays bongos at people, and it shakes them to the core.
What's a fast element?
Mercury.
Quicksilver Cow.
Cow. A cow that's fast. Okay.
Fast cow. Fast is an element.
Oh, fast cow.
I mean, according to the Flash, yeah.
Yeah, the Speed Force. I want the last one that I want to mention is a snail, and it's heavenly snail. It's like got holy powers. Probably not from a divine source, but this person who takes on the appearance of a snail insists that his powers are from God.
He always goes up against Hell Cheetah.
I like Hell Cheetah. Okay. Show done did.
As always, we say our famous catchphrase at the end of an episode.
Yeah. Which is...
Tune in next week for more wacky hijinks.
I think you mean next week.